The tools we need to tighten the chain is the following. A 4mm Allen key to take the chain covers off, and then a couple of wrenches, 10, 14 and 17, that is to loosen the axle and to tighten the chain. The first step is removing the upper and the lower chain guards. Just take the bolts out. Now that you have full access to the chain, check the tension of the chain. Bend the chain tensioner down and then use your finger and press in the middle of the chain, and it should not move more than 4 to 8 millimeters up and down. When it's more, you need to tighten the chain. This is a tight chain and doesn't need any adjustment. When the chain is loose like this, it needs tightening. So to tighten the chain, first you need to loosen the axle. Then take your 10mm wrench and tighten the nuts of the axle shifters. And then you double check your chain tension again. And you see, just as 2 rounds actually made it really tight. So that's good to go. Whatever you do on this side, you need to do on the other side as well. Because if you shift the axle on the right hand side back, your whole wheel starts to get slant in the rear swing arm. So what you do on the right hand side, you need to repeat on the left hand side. So I tightened 2 rounds. On the other side, you do exactly the same. You tighten it 2 rounds. 1, 2. So after you adjusted the chain tension, you need to double check whether the chain is still perfectly aligned. Because by tightening it, you may cause a slight bend of the chain from the rear sprocket to the front sprocket, or the other way around. So what you do is, you look along the chain and you make sure that it's perfectly straight. If it's not straight, the bike will still work, but you have excessive wear and tear on your chain or on your sprockets, and the lifetime will be reduced. So you need to make sure that the chain is in a perfectly straight line. So if you find that the chain is actually curving, bulging out and going back in, that means your sprocket is standing in this way and it needs to turn a little bit in. And you would do that by tightening the left hand side. Just 1 or 2 rounds, and then you check again whether the chain is running straight. So this adjustment of the chain will increase the lifetime. Now that the chain is tight and aligned, just tighten the nut of the axle, put the covers back on, and you're ready to go. This is how we assemble our bikes. If you have any questions or feedback, how we can do things better, please let us know. And always, when you use a TAKANI dirt bike, please make sure you wear complete and approved protective equipment. Make sure that you ride on private ground, on private property. Make sure that you ride off-road and that you monitor and supervise the rider at all times. If you were happy with our video and if you want to know more about new products or tips and tricks, maintenance, service for our TAKANI bikes, please like and subscribe to our channel.